Hello everyone, how are you? I hope that you all are fine. So in this video we will discuss about chapter 5, the fundamental unit of life. Okay, so the fundamental unit of life. The fundamental unit of life, chapter 5. Well examine while while examining while examining a thin slice of cork, Robert Hooke saw that the cork resembled the structure of a honeycomb consisting of many little compartments. Well, examining a thin slice of cork. Cork, it means cork is a substance that is which comes from bark. It means suppose that we know that this is a tree and the outer layer of branch is known as bark. So it is a small substance that comes from the bark of a tree. Okay. Robert Hooke saw that the cork resembled the structure of honeycomb. Honeycomb means like this, like honeycomb. Honeycomb like structure. Honeycomb like structure like this. Okay. So the cork resembles the structure like of honeycomb. With honeycomb consisting of many little compartments. It means this one is called little compartment. Little compartment. You can also say a hollow room or a little room, whatever you want to say. Cork is a substance which comes from the bark of a tree. Cork is a substance which comes from the bark of a tree. It means this is a tree and this is, here is the bark present and it comes from the bark, okay? Bark of a tree. This was in the year 1665 when Hooke made this chance observation through a self-designed microscope. This was in the year 1665 when Hooke observed cell in through a self-designed microscope. Okay. Robert Hooke called these boxes cell. Robert Hooke called these boxes is cell. This one is called cell. Okay. Cell is a Latin word from a little room. Cell is a Latin word from a little room. Okay. This may seem to be a very small and insignificant incident, but it is very important in the history of science. This may seem to be a very small and insignificant incident, but it is a very important in the history of science. It is a very important in history of the science. Okay. This was the very first time that someone had observed that living things appeared to consist of separate units. This was the first time when that someone had observed that living things appears to consist of separate units called cell. Okay. This use of the word cell to describe these units is being used till this day in biology. This use to the word cell to describe the units is being to use till this day in biology. It means the word cell is used to describe this unit being used till this day in biology. Okay, let us find out about cell. What are living organisms made up of? So here is an activity. Let us take a small piece of an onion bulk. Take a small piece of onion bulk. With the help of a pair of forceps, we can peel off the skin called epidermis. From the concave side, it means the inner side of onion. Concave side of the onion. This layer can be put immediately in a washed glass containing water. It means take a small piece from onion bulk with the help of a pair of forceps. We can peel off the skin. Peel off the skin called epidermis. From the concave side, from the inner side of the onion. Peel off the skin. Okay. This layer can be put immediately in the watch glass containing water. It means put on it watch glass which contain water. Okay. This will prevent the peel from getting fold or getting dry. This will prevent the peel from getting fold or getting dry. Okay. What do we do with this peel? Second, let us take a glass slide. And put a drop of water on it and transfer a small piece of the peel from the watch glass to the slide. It means take a glass slide. It says that take a glass slide. Glass slide means a plate of glass. Okay, and put a drop of water on it. And transfer a small piece of the peel from the watch glass to the slide. And what we do further? Make sure that the peel is perfectly flat on the slide. Okay. A thin camel hair paintbrush might be necessary to help transfer the peel. Might be necessary to help transfer the peel. Okay. Now we put a drop of saffron solution of this piece followed by a cover slip, sorry. Now we put a drop of saffron solution on this piece followed by a cover slip. Take care to avoid air bubbles while putting the cover slip with the help of the mounting needle. It means you can take care. It means take care to avoid the air bubbles with putting the cover slip with the help of mounting needle. Okay. Ask your teacher for help. We have prepared a temporary mount of onion peel. We have prepared a temporary mount of onion peel. We can observe this light under a low power followed by high power of a compound microscope. And we can observe this light under a low followed by this is a compound microscope. This is called compound microscope. Okay. And now, what do we observe as we look through the lens? Can we draw the structures that we can able to see through the microscope on an observation sheet? Does it look like this? It looks like this. Cell of an onion peel. This one is a cell of an onion peel. Here you can see that honeycomb-like structure. Okay, you can see honeycomb-like structure on this figure. So this one is what? Cell, and this one is the nucleus. Okay, so this is the figure of onion peel. Now move further. We can try this preparating temporary mount of the peels of onions of different size. We can try preparing temporary mounts of peel of onion of different size. What do we observe? Does we can see similar structure or different structure? What are these structures? These are similar or different? Let's see. What are these structures? What are these structures? This structure looks similar to each other. This structure is look similar to each other. You can see. You can also see here. The structure is similar to each other. Okay. This structure looks similar to each other. Together they form a big structure like an onion bulb. and together they form a big structure like an onion bulk. Okay, we find from the activity that onion bulk of different size have similar small structure visible under a microscope. We find from this activity that onion bulk of different size have similar small structure visible under a microscope. Okay, you can only see this thing on under a microscope, not a naked eyes. The cell of sorry, the cell of the onion peel will look the same regardless of the size of the onion they come from. The cell of the onion peel will all look the same regardless of the size of the onion they came from. This is smaller structure that we can. These are smaller structures that we can see are the basic building units of the onion bulk. We know that cell is a just like a brick to it helps to build a what build a build a human, build a organism, you can say. Okay, so this small structure that we can say are the basic building units of the onion bulbs also. These structures are called cell. These structures are called cell, sorry. Not only onions, but all organisms that we observe around are made up of cell. Uh, Not only onion, but all organisms that all organisms that we observe around are made up of cell. It means not only onion, all living organisms are made up of cell. Okay. However, there are also single cell that live on their own. There are also single cell that live on their own, and here is more to know. So let's read this also. Cells were first discovered by Robert Hooke in 1665. Cells were first discovered by Robert Hooke in the year 1665. Okay. He observed the cell in a cork slice with the help of a primitive microscope. Primitive, you can say primitive, it means old, not a well developed microscope. He observed the cell in a cork slice with the help of primitive microscope. Okay. Leeuwenhoek 1674 with the Leeuwenhoek 1674 with the improved microscope discovered the free living cell in pond water for the first time. He observed the free living cell in the pond water in 1674. Okay. First time he also discovered. First time he discovered. It was Robert Brown in 1831 who discovered the nucleus in the cell. Robert Brown discovered the nucleus of the cell. This is one is cell and here is the nucleus. Nucleus was first discovered by who? Robert Brown in 1831. Okay. And Purkinje in 1839 coined the term protoplasm for the fluid substance of the cell. This one is cell and this one is nucleus. In the nucleus, the nucleoplasm is present and here is cytoplasm is present. Both are known as the protoplasm. The term protoplasm was given by Purkinje in 1839. Okay. Now, the cell theory that all the plants and animals are composed of cell and that the cell is the basic unit of life was presented by two biologists, Sliden and Swan. Okay, cell theory was given by the two biologists. First one is Sliden and Swan. Sliden in 1838 or Swan in 1839. 1838 and Swan in 1839. Okay. He said that in cell theory that all plants and animals are composed of cell. That's why the cell is known as the basic unit of life. Okay. Now, the cell theory was further expanded by Virchow in 1855 by suggesting that all cells arise from pre-existing cells. But we know that cell theory cannot explain that how new cell arise. So in 1855, Virchow suggested that all cells are arise from pre-existing cell. Okay, and with the discovery of the electron microscope in 1940, it was possible to observe and understand the complex substance of the cell and its various organelles. It means with the discovery of the electron microscope in 1940, it was possible to observe and understand the complex substance of the cell and various organelles. Like it is possible to see the organelles of cell and various organelle of cell and the complex structure of the cell. It is possible to electron microscope, discovery of the electron microscope in the year 1940. Okay, so so that's, I hope you understand this video. So that's all for today. Thank you. Have a nice day.